I have combed through the web for the best tools that the internet has to offer, and after siphoning through all of these tools, I was expecting to be amazed. But quite frankly, 90% of them left me wanting more. I really wasn't too impressed with some of these tools that I found. Today, however, I'm sharing 6 AI tools that I came across. I'm going to be walking through and presenting them, and these tools in particular sent chills down my spine when I saw what they were capable of. I am not exaggerating when I say this. You better take these tools seriously or you run the risk of being left behind. AI mastered images, it mastered chat, and audio is the next big frontier for AI. Now, let's be real. I've tried so many text-to-speech apps, and most of them, to be honest, they just suck. But AI tool number 1 is insane when it comes to text-to-speech. It sounds like a real person. It was actually a bit disturbing when I first heard this. AI tool number 1 is 11 Labs. And as it claims here, it's the most realistic and versatile AI speech software ever. And I don't think it's anything short of that. In the beginning here, if you want to, on their website, you can just quickly enter some text and then you can hit play. So let's start with the pricing. The pricing for this software is free forever for anyone who doesn't mind giving attribution, and you are limited to a certain amount of characters. But once you get into these paid plans, you're going to be able to generate a lot more characters, and you're also going to be able to create custom voices. For now, I'm just going to hit get started for free. And this is the dashboard. It's quite simple, and I really like the way that you can change the stability, the clarity within the voice settings here. They do have some pre-made voices, and if you want to, you can even sign up for a paid plan and you can do the voice cloning. And this allows you to create an AI version of your voice. For now, I'm just going to stick with the Adam setting. They have lots of different voices and they're all quite good, but I thought Adam was quite good, so I'm going to stick with that. And sticking with the spirit of Adam, let's just pull a verse from Genesis, pop it in here, and just listen to how good this sounds.
In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters.
See, it doesn't have that typical robotic sound. It almost sounds like someone that would be reading an audiobook or a professional voice actor. Let's make it more variable. I want to see what that does.
In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters.
It just sounds phenomenal to me. All right, let's see what this voice cloning is all about. I haven't even tried this yet, so I'm going to add an instant voice, and it needs a bit of audio here, so I'm going to record some audio really quick. All right, so I've added my file here to 11 Labs. Now I'm going to confirm that I understand the licensing and hit add voice. And now let's hit use, and let's see how it sounds. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. Definitely play with the sliders, put your voice in here, and honestly, I'm kind of speechless. I mean, it's quite impressive. Now, that audio was impressive, but imagine if that same level of quality could be brought to video, because I hadn't seen it until I saw AI tool number 2. And this is one that really made me realize that it's not quite there yet, but it's so close to replacing people like me here on YouTube. It's strange to realize just how close it really is. And AI tool number 2 is called Synthesia. So this mixes video and audio to create these animated AI characters. And you can even hire this company for the price of an iPhone, coming in at around $1,000, to clone you. They can literally create a clone of you. So imagine combining this tool with that last tool that I just showed. You could really create some amazing videos. You have the audio piece, you have Synthesia. With these two apps working together, you could create a whole YouTube channel. So the pricing for Synthesia is quite simple. It's $30, and that will give you access to their 65 plus built-in avatars. And there's tons of other features, but the main feature that I want to focus on today is just generating a person that will say whatever you type in. Now here they have the corporate version, which they say, let's talk. And from what I've heard, you can pay them $1,000 and they'll create a clone of you that you can use. And all you have to do is type in text. This video that you're watching right now couldn't be completely replicated and have it be more efficient. But someday I believe that we're going to be able to just enter a prompt and it will generate an entire video for us. I've already created an account, so let's log in and I'll show you how crazy this tool really is. So all you need to do is hit new video. And you're going to select from one of their templates. A lot of these are like PowerPoint decks. That's the way that it looks to begin with. But you can really start with any of these and you can just make it a blank screen as well if you wanted to. So let's go with this one here. And I'm just going to delete everything in here except the background. Maybe keep the background. Just center the avatar here. And if you click this button up here, you can bring in different avatars. So they have quite a few options in here. We could actually just stick with her. And I'm just going to take the intro for today's video and I'm going to copy and paste it into here. And we're going to see how this sounds. As you can see, it's also going to have some relaxed music in the background. So we're going to generate. I'm just going to call it 6 AI Tools Intro. And we're going to hit generate. And it says it'll take 9 minutes, so we'll wait and I'll be back once this is done. All right, this is loaded up, so let's take a look.
I've combed the web for the best AI tools the internet has to offer, and after filtering through hundreds of applications, I was expecting to be amazed. But unfortunately, 90% of them left me wanting more. Today, however, I'm presenting 6 AI tools that sent chills down my spine when I saw what they could do.
So this tool, in terms of audio, isn't as impressive as 11 Labs, but just to know that the technology out there for that audio is around. And then there's also this technology out there for video, which allows you to create these sort of deep fake videos. It's pretty insane. And as you can see, their face is even quite expressive. Let me show you another example. This one I thought was pretty crazy, how it made him move his eyebrows and stuff as well when he was talking.
I've combed the web for the best AI tools the internet has to offer.
Now, this one is a little bit more robotic sounding, but just look at the expression on his face.
Applications, I was expecting to be amazed, but unfortunately, 90% of them left me wanting more. Today, however, I'm presenting 6 AI tools that sent chills down my spine when I saw what they could do.
So when it comes to Synthesia, I was super impressed. This next AI tool has the potential to unseat some of these other creative platforms out there, like the Adobe Creative Suite and even some of the simpler ones online like Canva. Now, I imagine that these other tools are going to keep up and they're going to continue adding features, but app number 3 is Runway. And Runway is great for all sorts of different video and photo editing. Jumping into pricing here, you'll see that they have some different tiers, and the main difference between the tiers is once you leave the free plan and you go into a paid plan, you're going to automatically get 4K video editing, and you're also going to get unlimited projects. And as it says down here, the free version is limited in terms of your export options. But the beauty of this tool is you're going to get to try it out for free far before you buy it and make sure that it's something that's actually working well for you. This is what the dashboard looks like when you're creating your first project. And you can click over here on AI Magic Tools. And here are all of the tools that you can use within Runway. Any of these that have this little icon require a one-time payment. And there's a lot of utility to these tools. For example, if I go to this text to 3D texture, I can create a 3D texture. And these textures could be used by game developers or architects or designers that are creating CADs of real world places. So if I wanted to, I could just type something in like Redwood, hit generate. And by the way, the UI and just the overall feel of this software is really nice. It's really professionally done. And as you can see, it's generated a Redwood cube that we can actually export and we can use in our projects. If I want to, I can even change the mesh to a sphere if I would like to see the different textures. And you can change different settings on here as well, such as the ambient lighting and the tiling. So in the future, things like game design might be AI generated. Just look at this. It's quite impressive. You can also do motion tracking in here, which is quite nice. And just simple things that you might want to do like background replacement or image upscaling. Colorizing black and white images, that's quite impressive. See, so these are things that can all be done in like a Photoshop or an After Effects, but they take a lot of time and creative energy. So the fact that some of this stuff is going to be offloaded to AI in the future, it's just going to allow our minds to be even more creative and even more free when we're trying to create something. The future that we're heading towards is a future of ideas, not one of skills. Because I believe in 5-10 years from now, this stuff is going to be so good that all you're going to have to do is type your idea, and the best ideas will win. All right, so the past 3 AI tools have been quite lofty and ambitious, but how about practicality right now on a day-to-day basis in one of my favorite apps? Enter Notion AI. This is in alpha right now, but I have access to this and I'm loving it so far. It allows me to quickly generate ideas. For instance, I actually wrote out the intro for this video. I wrote it out myself and then I highlighted it and I had Notion make it a bit more eloquent. I think tools like this can turn average writing into amazing writing. Now I'm just going to demo this briefly. I'm just going to tell it to write a story. I'm just going to hit slash, I'm going to hit ask AI to write, and we're going to have it write a story. So write a story about a man that gets lost at sea and goes on a journey to find his way back. Send to AI, and now it's just going to write. As you can see here, it even gave it a title and it goes through with this whole plot about somebody that got lost at sea and says they were fascinated by the ocean, they love to explore, blah, blah, blah. It's this whole crazy story, but if I wanted to, I could even make this longer just by following up with another highlight, hitting Ask AI, and I'm just going to say, make this 1,500 words and hit enter. And as you can see, it's added all of these details to this story and it's made it even longer. So if I wanted to, I could hit replace. And that is going to give me a full-on story about a man lost at sea. Let's hit Ask AI to make this title a little bit more, I don't know, dramatic. A man adrift in the endless sea. Let's replace that. I like that. So if you're used to tools like ChatGPT, this isn't probably that mind-blowing, but it is nice that it's built right into a tool that I'm already used to using. And where this particular tool stands out is it does have a few prompts that you can start with. So if I hit see more here, you'll notice that we have all of these different templates that I can start with. So if I wanted to, I could generate an essay or a meeting agenda, a pros and cons list. You can even generate tables using Notion AI. So if I just hit slash ask AI to write, create a table comparing the Sony A7C with the Sony A7 III and hit enter. And as you can see, it's going to compare them in a table. It's going to compare all of these different factors, and I didn't even have to tell it which factors I wanted it to compare. So this can be a very useful tool if you're just trying to compare 2 products, or you're trying to compare dog breeds or something like that, or you're trying to compare something that you're trying to make a decision on. And if I wanted to highlight this, I could even turn it directly into a database, and now it's a database. Notion AI is a great alternative to ChatGPT if you spend a lot of time in Notion. But what if you're moving around and going elsewhere on the web? AI tool number 5 is called Merlin. And Merlin allows you to bring the power of ChatGPT with you wherever you go on the internet, in the form of a Chrome extension. Their pricing plans are mostly based on how many queries you're making with Merlin, so how many times you're typing into it. And it allows you to highlight different things on websites and summarize content. It also serves as an Excel formula assistant. If you want to, you can reply to emails with this tool, and it's just a quick shortcut away. I'm just going to add Merlin to Chrome. Once you sign up for Merlin, they let you know that you're going to get 11 free queries a day. To open it, you're just going to highlight some text and hit Control M. And now Merlin is going to open up and it's going to ask you what you want to do with that text. So I'm just going to say summarize it. And as you can see, it has this nice little beautiful window that pops up and it starts giving me that summarization. All right, now let's make this practical and let's imagine that we're reading through an article and we want to quickly have Merlin tell us something about it. So what we could do is we could highlight the article that we're reading and hit Command M or Control M if you're on Windows. And I could say something along the lines of write an email explaining this to a 5-year-old. Or even better, let's try a 90-year-old. And as you can see, it's generating it here. And once it's done, I can hit this copy button. And from there, I could run over and paste this in my email. So Merlin is a handy Chrome extension that you can take with you no matter where you're browsing on the internet. Finally, coming in at AI tool number 6, we have Mixo. And Mixo gives you everything you need. It gives you a landing page, it gives you brand colors, it gives you a logo. It does all of this by just entering a simple prompt. In terms of pricing, it's quite simple. For one website, it's $9 per month. And for up to 15 sites, it's $39 per month. Now, these websites are somewhat limited in terms of what they can do. They're best for just collecting emails and giving general information about your company. But Mixo could be a great proof of concept tool if you just wanted to get an idea of people that were interested in a product that you're thinking about releasing. So here we are with Mixo's prompt, and I'm just going to try to enter the name of a startup idea here and see what it comes up with. All right, I don't know if there'd be much of a market for this, but my big startup idea is an ice cream food truck that travels around Antarctica. So let's give it a shot. Wow, okay. And that was done pretty quick. So let's check it out. Well, I really like that call to action. I like the overall layout here. I'm not sure what this picture is. I was hoping that it would pull in a picture of a food truck, but overall, this has done a pretty good job. Get the coolest tree in Antarctica. That's quite the promise there. And you can join the wait list here. They do have an ice cream stand right here. So that's pretty cool. And they have a little snow globe, a testimonial. So now I'm going to hit save and customize. And here you can actually change your settings. So I'm going to go into site here. And as you can see, it's given us this nice little logo. I can change my primary color and my secondary color. Let's say we wanted to go with like a blue. And for the secondary color, we'll go with purple. So now that's changed things like this background here and this button. When I hover it, it turns purple. You can change any of the content and the SEO within the site. Let's click on hero here and see what we can do with this image. Because if I don't like this image, I just want to remove it. Let's hit add. And you can search on Unsplash, it looks like. So let's just type in Antarctica. And let's just go with these guys right here. And down here, I'm going to keep this one. I like this because it's ice cream related. This one's Christmas related. So I think I'm going to get rid of that one. I'm going to pull in something else. Let's find where that is located and hit remove. And we're going to find ice cream. So there we have it. Now we've made some adjustments to our site. We could continue to make adjustments from here if we wanted to. Now for this, I want to pull in an image of an ice cream truck that's actually sitting in Antarctica. So I'm using another AI tool called Super Machine to generate images. So this is an image that I was able to generate using Super Machine. I'm going to generate a few more just to get some other options. And as you can see here, we could even just download a few of these options and we could add them to our website directly. So here, I'll just go ahead and upload an image. And that one is just the ice cream. Let's go ahead and scroll down to feature 1. And let's remove that and add in truck 2. And then finally for traveling truck, let's go ahead and add in truck 1. If I want, I could also change some of this text. So where it says get the coolest tree in Antarctica, I could go ahead and change that title if I wanted to. Once I'm done, I can go ahead and publish this site. And from here, I can go ahead and share this link, or I can even connect a custom domain. So let's take a look at the final site. As you can see here, this thing has been completely generated by AI, and they even pulled in some testimonials for me. I went ahead and used a different app to pull in these stable diffusion images and give us some pictures of this traveling ice cream truck. And overall, this website turned out pretty cool. I hope you enjoyed this early look at what some of these AI companies are capable of. And if you want to see more videos that are going to help your productivity and you want to be connected with softwares like these that are going to be useful to you, then definitely subscribe. Like this video if you enjoyed it, dislike it if you didn't. and comment below with any feedback that you might have. All right, we'll see you in the next one.